Hello students. So today is 8th October 2020 and we are dealing with the paper Population Studies, that is a specialized paper for the MA Economics students semester 3rd. And earlier I told about two topics, that is meaning and scope of demography, difference between population and demography, advantage of population studies, and also major components of population studies. And now today I will deal with those components in terms of measurement. So earlier I told you about the fertility rates which can affected by public policy, culture, economics, etc. And also with technology, with the effective from contraceptives and method available. This I already told you. Now today I will deal with fertility and health. So dear students, high fertility can increase maternal and child mortality. This we should understand and we should remember this thing very regressively. And continuous childbearing can have a negative impact on maternal health. This is also a truth while doing research. And third, closely spaced birth, that is less than 18 months apart, and low birth weight babies, that is less than 2500 gram, that is 2.5 kilogram, are at high risk. So fertility and health is correlated very much. And also illegal abortion and maternal mortality is also related with this. And then female genital mutilation and maternal mortality is also a part of our study. So we are talking about the fertility and health, and lastly we also see and we also talk about the sex selective abortion in China and India. So this is also a major issue of the research. Are there any sex relative births in China or India? So we can go with the studies and we could analyze while interpreting with two countries. Okay, so the next part is problem of teenage pregnancies and sexual transmission disease such as gonorrhea can lead to infertility in women. So there is also a problem of infertility in women with certain disease, and use of condoms reduce transmission of STDs, that is HIV and AIDS type of disease, and also monogamous women at risk of being infected with HIV by husbands and boyfriends. So these all are the social problems which can be studied in population studies and which can solve by economic problems. Okay, so dear students, we also should know about the term infertility. While studying the term fertility, we should also know the term of infertility. Infertility is not a problem, but infertility is a disease, because we should understand that infertility means inability to conceive children, which is not good for any women, especially married women. So options for infertile couples is adoption. In some societies, second spouse, or even divorce, or even abandonment of infertile spouses. And there are many treatments for infertility. So ethical issues are also there when we are talking of infertility, because there are terms called surrogate motherhood. This is not very much ethical or popular in country like India, because the danger of exploitation of poor women prevails in this matter. So but we should understand about these social problems also. And there are also sperm donors and sperm banks while we are dealing with this infertility terms. So this was the first topic which we have to measure in terms of research, in terms of policy framework, fertility. And now moving next topic, that is morbidity and mortality. You know, this is a COVID era, and in COVID era the most morbidity is due to COVID-19 virus. Okay, so morbidity and mortality relates with each other. And the epidemiological transition, now at present time there is an epidemic caused by COVID-19. So the epidemiological transition, this refers to the changes in disease patterns from mostly infection disease to mostly chronic and degenerative diseases. Dear students, we all know in this COVID era, those are the mortality or the fatality rate on those person who are already in the dearth of earlier disease, just like uh, heart disease, diabetic, neurological problem, kidney transplantation, etc. So mostly chronic and degenerative diseases affect with this apological type of transition. Okay, and next is burden of disease called cancer, heart disease, stroke, injuries, diabetes, arthritis, etc. And this we can also correlate with HIV, AIDS and SARS, etc. And now at present time you can add within this COVID-19. So these are the morbidity terminology which translate into mortality. And now in the specific specific COVID era, we use mortality as a term of fatality. So specific disease measurement is called as fatality rate, and overall death measurement is called as mortality rate. So we all should know these terminologies for the sake of measurement. So next, when we will talk about the measurement, a major measurement country like India is infant mortality rate. The infant mortality rate means deaths of babies under 1 year old. And within this infant mortality rate, we can divide in two parts. First is neonatal mortality rate, that is birth below 28 days after birth, when there is a death occur, that is called neonatal mortality rate, and post-neonatal mortality rate between 28 days and 1 year. This is called post-neonatal mortality rate. So infant mortality rate is equal to neonatal mortality rate plus post-neonatal mortality rates. And when we are here to calculate it in terms of measurement, we can calculate by saying that IMR is equal to deaths of babies under 1 year divided by total live births in particular year into 1000. So we can calculate it per 1000 infant mortality rate by this formula, that is deaths of babies under 1 year divided by total live births into 1000. So this is specific formula for calculating the infant mortality rate, which is very important for the country like India. When we are talking about HDI or Human Development Index, this is a major index we should calculate for the sake of development story of India. Okay, so next is IMR is equal to, earlier I told you, neonatal mortality rate plus post-neonatal mortality rate is called IMR. And low birth weight is 2.5 kg at birth. Below 2.5 kg at birth is a low birth weight, which is greatly increase the risk of infant mortality. So the cause of infant mortality is majorly low birth weight. So this is economic measurement, economic indicator, and while measuring this IMR, we have to address the low birth weight of a particular region or particular country. Okay, and next is the term mortality, which later on we have to measure on, that is under 5 mortality rate. Under 5 mortality rate is called as child mortality rate. So there are also particular formula for this, just like infant mortality rate, death up to 5 divided by overall live birth into 1000, then you will calculate the 5 mortality rate. And next is life expectancy at birth. This is also very major characteristics of population, and this is a term of measurement. And next is age specific mortality rates. So we can also calculate the age specific in which particular age the death occurs. So for example, below 1 is called as infant mortality rate, under 5 age is called as child mortality rate, and just like in each age bars, you can calculate the mortality rate. For example, from 20 to 25 mortality rate is more if in Bombay, that means there is a specific cause for that, maybe that is accident. So we can also easily calculate the age specific mortality rate. And there is a cause specific mortality rates. For example, today in the COVID-19 era, COVID is a major cause of fatality, and that's in turn to the mortality, overall mortality of a particular countries. For example, in country like India, more than 1 lakh people have been died due to COVID-19, and around the world there are nearly 11 lakh people have died. So cause specific mortality rates can be also calculated in this paper. So this is a measurement. Okay, and next is a maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate is also very much important. Why mothers occur to death while pregnancy or while delivering the child? That is called as maternal mortality rate. That means there is a specific cause of maternal mortality rate. Maybe the lack of institutional delivery, maybe the lack of nutrition foods, maybe the lack of any medicines, maybe the lack of socio-economic orders. These all in turns to the maternal mortality rate, which we have to calculate in the near futures. Okay, dear students, and very much important is to learn about the incident rate and prevalence rate. So this is also a term of measurement. What is incidence rate? Very simple. Number of new cases in fixed time period divided by population at risk into 1000. From this formula, you can calculate the incidence rate. For example, in the COVID-19 era, maybe in India, 50 lakh population at a major risk, because 53 lakh have been recovered. Still more than 15 or to 18 lakh people are at high risk. So in that 15 or 18 lakhs, what are the new cases of the COVID-19? So this is called as incidence rate. So number of new cases in fixed time period divided of population at risk into 1000. So per 1000 calculation is, you can deal with incidence rate. And what is prevalence rate? So number of people with disease divided by population at risk. Overall disease, you have to calculate overall disease. So number of people with any disease divided of population at risk into 1000, then you will calculate a prevalence rate. So incidence rate and prevalence rate is also two measurement of the mortality which we have to deal in this unit. And third important is a migration. This is also a component of population, and in terms of measurement, we all know migration is migration have two bifurcation. One is involuntary, second is voluntary. Involuntary matlab anaichik, voluntary matlab aichik. In involuntary is maybe slavery, maybe ethnic persecution, maybe wars, maybe natural disaster, and maybe famines. तो किसी भी इन कारणों से हम जबरन वहाँ से अगर पुश होते हैं, हटते हैं, मजबूर होते हैं वहाँ से हटने के लिए, तो वो इनवॉलंटरी माइग्रेशन होता है. सो दिस ऑल आर इनवॉलंटरी, जिस पर हमारा कोई अपना वर्चस्व नहीं चलता है या हमारा कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं, हमको वहाँ से हटना ही है. ओके, बट द मेजर प्रॉब्लम इज वॉलंटरी, बिकॉज वॉलंटरी इज to seek jobs, skilled or unskilled, to get an education because of marriage, upon retirement. These are involuntary. So we have to deal with this involuntary and voluntary both. So this measurement is also deal with the migration issue, and through this we can make a major policy for the migration and to tackle with the problem of labor migration. Okay, so this is a two terminology you have to understand in this paper. And then there is another two term which is the major term of the migration, that is internal migration and international migration. What is internal migration? Internal migration is a within country, example rural to urban, and international or external migration is outside the country, especially skilled professionals to the other countries, from India to America, from India to England. This is the international migration. So these two type of migration we have to measure in the near future when we will deal with this paper. So this is third component of the population which you have to measure when you are dealing with this paper, or when you will move to the research area in the near future, dear students. Okay, and migration is also related with the health. For example, migrants correlates with workers, prostitutes, truck drivers. They may spread infectious disease like HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, or diphtheria. So this is also related with health. And jet travels spreads up disease transmission. and migrants often live in urban slums and experience adjustment problems. This can affect their physical or mental health. So, up to this, I am ending this topic by saying that you have to deal with three subjects: meaning and scope of population, major components of population, and third is measurement of those components. So till date I have dealt with three questions or three topics for the purpose of examination and for the purpose of major research area. Thank you, dear students. Take care of yourself.